It's a 200-year-old practice of making food last longer. Now it seems there's a growing interest among younger generations to learn the art of canning. One reason is its ability to stretch the food dollar.
Supermarkets have slowly made the art of canning and preserving unnecessary. However, there are still people wanting to keep the craft alive and preserve the goodness of produce in a glass jar.
There's a resurgence in the interest in eating local food, and so people are finding ways to eat local food all year round. And then there's also been an increase in inflation, so food costs more, and people are also experiencing, even though there's a boom in the north, lots of people are experiencing more poverty.
Canning has always been a way of making food last longer. According to Oliver, there is a fear that canning can be difficult.
I don't think it's hard at all. I think that there's a lot of fear publicly about disease and getting poisoned by food you can, and so there's a lot of science around heats and pressures and acids that go into the food that's really important to know so that you can feel more flexible canning.
Home Sweet Home is finding many people are trying to get back to food preserving basics.
So the course we're teaching during the Feast PG events is Introduction to Food Preservation. So it'll talk about how to eat locally, how to store food in lots of different ways and do that on the cheap. Because a lot of people, they rent or they're students and they don't have cold cellars, they don't have root cellars, they don't have freezer space. And so the trick is storing different kinds of foods in lots of different ways so you can save as much as you can for the winter.
Many years ago, families would can to help keep them fed through the winter months.
You didn't go to the store and buy something because back in those days you didn't have a freezer. You had what they call ice boxes or else cellars that's under the house or in the hills where you could keep things cold.
People interested in learning how to preserve food like their grandparents will be able to enroll in the Home Sweet Home's Food Preservation 101 course. Dave Branco, CKPG News.